Welcome back, Guardians. My name is Easy now, and you guys are awesome. And what is awesome is 320 exotic helmets. Now, how do you do this? Well, it's quite obvious and quite easy. You need to be able to have your SRL ranking at rank 3. Once you do this, you can race races and have a chance of dropping 320 helmets or above 310. Now my current one is 296 because I don't really care about the light level that's actually on the helmet, but all I have been doing is using the ones that I have got dropped to infuse into every other helmet. So I had a 314, a 317 and a 320 which I put into this Light Beyond Nemesis. I then put the Devouring Maw and the Infinite Lines hood up on this character, and I'm going to switch over to my other characters to show you the amount of helmets that I have had drops. So all in all, it's about, for me, a 1 in 4, maybe 1 in 5 drop rate. So if you do 4 races, you are pretty much guaranteed some kind of drop, and it's usually a helmet. It can also be a class item, which can also drop over 310, which I have been using to infuse into my other bonds. And I'm about to go onto my other character and infuse some stuff and show you the benefits of SRL and ranking up to rank 3. So before this event came out, I was 315 max. Now with maxing out my helmet and maxing out my bonds and class items, I can reach 317. So it's definitely very useful, especially if Oryx Challenge Mode tomorrow does not guarantee you a 320 helmet. So I'm going to switch to my other characters and show you what it's all about. So now we are on my Titan, and I moved my highest rated weapons across so that you can see my max light level as it is, and that is 316 and pretty much about 2/3 of the way. So my helmet is 310, and down here you can see I have 314, 317, 314 and a 312. I do have a 319 on my Hunter, but he needs that more. So let's just infuse my Imperium Bellicose and see what I get. So I definitely don't need that. You can go. And let's put that 317. I've already hit 317, but let's infuse that 317 into the helmet as well. So we can go boom. And now I am at 317 and about 1/3. Now I have my class item. Because I got a 317 class item, I can actually put this up pretty high. Boom, to 317 itself. And that puts me at about 317 and a thing. So I've gained like a level just from infusing my previous helmets into previous stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use my spares to infuse into my Helm of Saint 14. I'll make that a 314. And I have a really old Helm of Inmost Light at 293. So I'm going to put my 312 into that one. So as you can see, it's very beneficial for getting your defense ratings up and stuff on all your armors and class items. And let's move on to my last character, the Hunter. So for my Hunter, you can see my max light level is 315 with my best weapons and ghosts possible. And I have a bunch of helmets here. So let's infuse into the Graviton Forfeit by choosing, I'm going to choose the 314 and then the 319. So you can dismantle you and get you up to 314. And then dismantle you. So that then puts that helmet up to a 318, and you can see I've already jumped up a level to 316. And I also have a bunch of different class items right here to use. So I'm going to infuse into my Titanic's Cloak. I do also want to infuse into my Arc Flare Mantle, but I'm going to stick with what I know and what I have upgraded. So first and foremost, the 311, and I need a Mote of Light. That might help. Boom, there we go. So let's put the 311 into it, and that puts it up to 311, and then I can put the 313 into. So then I have a 313 cloak, and now all of my characters are at 317 just from playing SRL and getting it up to rank 3, which is absolutely awesome. Obviously, it's going to help me a lot when I am doing the Oryx Challenge Mode itself. So it's pretty awesome. And I have a 317 helmet left over to infuse into anything I want to. I may infuse it into this Vermilion Stripe later on because I do want to be able to change to exotics on the other slots. But all in all, you can see that SRL is very beneficial and allows you to get closer to 320 and possibly have 320 helmets if you are lucky enough to get them to drop. So I hope that was interesting. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, comment down below and tell me if you've had any 320 drops from SRL. Tell me what rank you are, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.